The Mandalorian Chapter 21, The Pirate, and Chapter 22, Guns for Hire, takes the show into new territories when it comes to the Mandalorian clan. Bo-Katan finds herself a member and a trusting ally amongst Clan Mudhorn. Saving a young apprentice and the son of Paz Vizsla does wonders. Din Djarin takes a step back during these two episodes, but still supports Bo's cause. Fans got to see the return of a familiar face from the animated Star Wars world. We also got introduced into Christopher Lloyd's character that was hinted on, and Chapter 2022 did more connecting between the Mandalorian's lore and other Star Wars lore. Tons to analyze and react, of course. Let's jump right into the start of Chapter 21. The episode kicks off with a bang, with the returning pirates invading Nevarro. Captain Carson Teva returns in Chapter 21 after seeing Greef Karga's message pleading for assistance after being invaded by pirates. Zeb Oriolos returns, played by Stephen Blum, and is finally in the Star Wars world officially in live action. He chats with Captain Teva, and he gives his advice on what to do with the conflict that's going on in Nevarro. Teva goes to the New Republic and informs them of the pirate invasion. While help might have initially been on its way, Liakane returns again to stump the efforts by heroes. It sounds like she's in the scoop of a larger scheme occurring. Teva has bad luck getting the New Republic to send help to the invaded planet. He instead reaches out to Din Djarin and his clan for help. Clan Mudhorn has a history at Nevarro and could return as saviors and heroes. The prospect excites some. Paz Vizsla makes a case, however, to save the planet. He references to his son's rescue while talking about how he feels called to assist Din Djarin and Bo-Katan. The whole clan rallies and agrees to join on to this mission. Clan Mudhorn arrives to help the town of Nevarro with Mandalorian firepower. Mando and Bo focus on the main ship of the pirates. The clumsy pirates are ultimately defeated, and Karga is once again put in charge of the town. He hands the Mandalorians claim to his lands and promises them Nevarro could be a new home for all Mandalorians across the galaxy. Later, Bo-Katan is called by the armorer to the forge below. She tells Bo to remove her helmet in front of her. Hesitating at first, Bo takes off her helmet with a slightly shameful look. The armorer ensures that she walks two worlds, the old ways of Clan Mudhorn and the newer and larger and more modern Mandalorian people. Inspired by her words, Bo-Katan agrees and nods. They step out together without Bo-Katan wearing her helmet. While puzzled at first, the clan accepts the armorer's case. The episode ends with Captain Teva out in the middle of space. He finds an old cargo of a ship destroyed and the remains of Beskar on the walls. He concludes that this New Republic ship's escaped prisoner was Moff Gideon. Turns out Mandalorians might have helped him out too, based on the Beskar that we saw. And now we're in Chapter 22, starting off with the scene on the Mandalorian ship. The old crew of Koska Reeves, Axe Woves, and other Mandalorians gather, and they're basically completing a bounty hunt chase, tearing apart two star-crossed lovers. While kind of silly, it does paint a focus into why the Mandalorians have become. They're now mercenaries without a purpose, without any morality, and without a just cause. The episode focuses on how far these Mandalorians have strayed from their old ways. Most take up money as mercenaries and are morally bankrupt. Later, we cut to Bo-Katan and Din Djarin arriving on an extravagant planet. They are greeted by the royal leaders of this planet. Lizzo and Jack Black are both rulers of this planet and are a wild couple at the parties. While being a monarch and democratically elected, the couple tries to push the two into doing a challenge or an investigation for him. Grogu's also getting on their good side. The two task the Mandalorians to investigate work. They search around, scrambling through a lot of different Ugnaughts, and we got to see not just Ugnaughts, but we got to see battle droids, B2 battle droids from the prequel trilogy. So there was a whole bunch of old references to old Star Wars lore in this episode. But ultimately, the droids in this world are here to serve the human beings, based on the words of Christopher Lloyd's character, Commissioner Hellgate. And ultimately, Mando and Bo-Katan find that the Commissioner was behind the plot of all these droids that are malfunctioning across the planet. He's a separatist loyalist and tries to undermine the rulers of the planet. He's even considered Count Dooku to be a mastermind and a visionary. He was ready to go down with his own plan until Bo-Katan paralyzed him. They were able to cuff him and turn him back into the royal couple's hands. After all these schemes on Plazir 15, they later arrive and find the Death Watch. The Death Watch were a band of Mandalorian mercenaries. While not inherently bad, they're just kind of looking for a quick buck around to get by. But they have Bo-Katan's fleet, including a large Imperial ship. She could definitely use all of this in her quest to take back Mandalore. The Death Watch group also appeared in the Clone Wars animated series. More connection is just forming between the show and the rest of the Star Wars universe, and I'm loving it. Bo-Katan challenges Axe Woves for the control of the fleet. The two engage in a tough hand-to-hand combat, and she gets the upper hand on Axe. He even tries to flame Bo-Katan, but ultimately loses. Axe questions her claim to rule Mandalore based on the Darksaber that Mando holds. He obviously points towards Din Djarin, and now Din Djarin's at a crossroads. But Din Djarin comes out and says that, hey, I lost my Darksaber down in Mandalore, and she picked it up and destroyed the person that disarmed me. So technically, she should be the one that's holding the Darksaber. This explanation does win over the crowds, and Bo-Katan gets the Darksaber in the very end. If you ask me, Mando gives Bo-Katan the Darksaber in a very anticlimactic way, in my opinion at least. I think the show might be skimming through its own rules to move the plot forward. I also hope that it adds to something larger and an epic scale in the finale. Bo-Katan is primed to return to Mandalore with a larger force than ever before, but with Moff Gideon out of the New Republic's control, there's a chance that he'll return with his own force. And if it was the Mandalorians that helped him escape, will there be another Mandalorian civil war upon us? Chapter 22 was fun, but was just kind of light on the storytelling aspect, especially compared to the earlier episodes of the season. The show had gone back to a lighter tone for the week, and ultimately I'm all for having a lighter tone and taking it, easy for 1 week. And I think fans shouldn't be pulling out their pitchforks just yet. I'm a believer in letting the story play out, including this part of the season. Din Djarin and Grogu have taken a step back, but I'm sure they'll be a crucial part in a larger narrative during the season. But let me know what you guys think about the last 2 episodes from The Mandalorian. Did you guys enjoy the exploration of Plazar 15? Share all those thoughts down below. Thank you for watching today's video, and I hope that you enjoyed today's topic. If you could hit that sub button, that would be awesome. Hit that like button and boost my video up on the algorithm. Click that bell so you don't miss any of my videos that get uploaded. And if you have some time to spare, check out some of these videos on your screen right now.